Okay, welcome to a video by AntiquesArena. My name's Walter Neal. I'm a UK reseller, antique dealer. I like to buy and sell things from car boot sales and hopefully flip them for a profit on the website. Now, I pride myself in buying weird, unusual, and quality. And today is no exception. I got an absolute stormer of a video to share with you with some absolutely stunning items. So I'm going to start off with my favorite of the day, but I've got quite a few, and I got one or two question marks as what are they? Let's see if you can help. So should we get started? Hopefully you'll enjoy having a look at the haul. If you do, if you like my videos, I would very much appreciate a like, a share, comment. Let me know if there's anything you like, if you disagree with anything I say, and please, as I say, share the videos. Helps the channel no end. And if you want to support the channel, everything you need to know is in the description. So I'm going to start with the first object, and it weighs a ton. Look at that. Do you know what that is? That is 13 kilos of carved onyx, carved out of a single piece from what I can see, straight out of a church. And looking at this, it's certainly 19th century, I would think, or very early 20th. I got it down in there. Literally weighs a ton. Unpacked, this is 13 kilos of carved and polished onyx. It is a water font that you would find in a church. So you'd dip your fingers in and, all the rest of it. Now, it's got some corrosion to the inside there, as you can see. You could polish that out relatively easy, but it adds to the character, the authenticity, the wear. Why would you want to polish that out? It's been used for 200 years. I have no idea. It could even be 18th century. I don't know. All I do know is it's carved out of one big lump of onyx. And that takes some doing. And the fact it's come out of a church is absolutely fabulous. Now, I've been doing some looking at fonts, and I can't find anything like this. All the fonts I can find, I got to put it down there, are like freestanding on like a wooden plinth or made of stone, and they're up like £1,000, £1,500. Look and try as I may, I cannot find a similar example anyway. So, I don't know what you think. I bought this yesterday in Madley car boot sale in Hereford, in England, and I paid £45, which is about $60, give or take. Now, I could be wrong on the price because I've never sold one, but based on what I'm finding, what I'm searching, I can't find similar to this, but they're all stupid, crazy money. I'm going to be putting about £350 on it. And I'm either going to wait for it to sell, wait for someone to tell me I'm wrong and show me where I've gone wrong, or make me an offer. But it is real quality, it's real interesting. And as I say, find me another one to compare prices. If you was after a font that has been used in a church, genuine, with real good age, as I said, looking at the wear from in here, let me show you that. I can just try and get a close-up. Now that is wear from people's fingers, acid and water. And as I say, it's, in my opinion, 19th century, but it could even be 18th century. I don't know. It'd take a long time to wear onyx just by going like that with your fingers in the water. Now, you could polish it off, as I said, but why would you? That's the first object. Now, to ship that safely, it's going to be up like 13 kilos. Now, you need a 3 kilo box, I would say, for that. Maybe even 4. Double box it. So you're talking 17 kilos to ship that, which is not going to be cheap. You're talking that's like £25 postage in the UK or £150 to ship that overseas. And I think that's going to go overseas. I really do. But I'm going to be putting £350 on it, and we'll see where we go with that. And if I find out after doing more research I'm wrong, I'll up the price. I'm not worried one bit. It's that type of day. It really is. This next piece is very sweet. I'm not sure if originally it was meant to be a door plate or whether it was going to be like a bookmark or something like that. It's very thin. It is enamel metal, and then somebody has beautifully painted this little hand-painted terrier with the French writing there. I'm not even going to try and read it because I just embarrassed myself. It's got good weight to it, good age. Nice crackle to the enamel, look at that. It's just what you want to see. Now this came in again yesterday in Hereford for £2. And I'm going to do a bit more looking, but I instantly, as soon as I bought it, I thought, well, it's got to be £20–30 for a beautiful hand-painted enamel plaque like that. You could use it as a bookmark, be a beautiful bookmark, or you could just hang it on the wall. If you collect enamel plaques, panels, and it's hand-painted with a terrier, I absolutely love it. Beautiful thing. This one for you to test your knowledge. Now, I asked a couple of different people on their opinions, and I'll tell you what we've got to so far. So, heavily over-engineered. Look at the quality of that. Look at the quality of the screws and the way they're all embedded. This whole piece is brass that has been painted black. Now, you would think instantly with the painting of the black over the brass, you'd think military. The glass is 1/4 of an inch thick. Bronze or brass is seriously heavy and thick. So, what do you think? I'm going to give you a second to see if you've got any guesses. So you can write them down. Beautifully engineered thing, well over-engineered. Now, I felt military, but there's two options. Well, there's a few options, really. The consensus from speaking to multiple dealers is that it's potentially a lens. So if you were to have a mirror on the back of that, when you look through that, it's the right angle almost to point out. So almost like a periscope type lens. So, yeah. Maybe that would be fitted in a top of a tank or something like that if it is military. And then when you look up, you hit in the mirror, which then allows you to look out direct without actually sticking your head out. That's one possibility. Another possibility is like an overhead projector, like when it shines the light up, it hits the mirror and reflects up onto the wall. But the sheer quality of this is heavy. The glass is 1/4 inch thick. It's seriously heavily over-engineered. I don't know if it's a overhead projector. It's just too good quality and too heavy, in my opinion. I'm thinking military, but I'd love some opinions. But it was a bit of fun. It was a gamble. It was a tenner. You know, $11. There's about £4 of scrap brass there. It's not heavy. It's about a kilo, maybe 1.5 kilos here of brass and glass. All right. So what an interesting little thing that has been beautifully made. And I gotta be honest, I love question marks, but that is the right angle. If you look there, you bounce off the mirror and out, and you would be able to see. So if that was it, sitting in the roof of a tank that could turn like that inside a housing, then you would have your mirror. You'd be able to see. So I don't know. But what do you think? For a tenner, it was well worth a gamble just for a bit of fun. I'm never going to lose. Okay. AntiquesArena. We went, on Sunday, I did 3 car boot sales. I went to a Gatley car boot sale, which I'm sorry to announce is over with for this year. Yeah, they announced Sunday it was the last car boot sale of the season. So unfortunately now there are no more car boot sales in Gatley till next spring after Easter. But we went to Gatley, which I didn't buy a lot. Then we went to AntiquesArena, and this is my star lot from AntiquesArena. Look at that verdigris. Now this is a Russian copper Samova Beautiful, look at that. Shell scroll handles, beautiful embossed top. Isn't it? Got an acorn finial on the top. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Nice feet. It's a nice thing. Then obviously you've got the tap with the ebony turning on the top. Now, you have options. You can clean all this up to look brand new and polish it. Now, a lot of people will say get that verdigris off because it is corrosion of the copper. Personally, I love verdigris. I love seeing the green on the copper. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to sell it exactly as it is. Whoever buys it will have the choice of doing whatever they want to it. They can clean it. They can leave it original. It is the most attractive samovar I've seen. It's got these leaves coming over on the top here on the handle. Beautiful leaves coming over the top. It's basically like a teapot. There's the inside. It's all tinned, ready for use. I haven't actually looked if there's any maker's marks on there, but it is, as you said, stinking dirty. But it is heavy, thick copper. The condition is fabulous. Apart from the green verdigris, there's no damage. It is complete, and there's no damage on there. Even the tap turns, look at that. I absolutely love it. Now, this was in a stall in AntiquesArena, and I paid £30. Which isn't a lot of money, because to be honest with you, I think it scraps at about £25 to £35, give or take, because it's heavy. And copper's about £4 a kilo, £3-4 a kilo, so it's a good weight there. But I also did some looking, and have I got it? If I add to the stream here, I went on to eBay and samovars. Look at these. These are sold prices. I'm fed up with people going on saying, what's the point in showing asking prices? I show asking prices and sold prices. So I don't just show one or the other. I show you asking prices as a guide, so you know these are worth buying. If people are asking that type of money, then they're worth buying. Not necessarily you're going to achieve it, but it's worth buying. So these are sold prices, because I'm fed up with people having to go at me for showing asking prices as well. But look at that. That spirit kettle, sterling silver, so they don't count. Come down here, highest samovar sold is 300. Then there's 250, 209. There you go. That one there, 209 sold, is extremely similar to what I've got. Same feet, same bottom. Nice embossed top. It's got a different finial and different handles, but the shape, general shape is the same, and the feet are the same. There's quite a few here. They come all the way down, £107 there. Again, another similar one to what I got there. A bit plainer. And that one's £99 or £100. 99, 95. Another similar one there at 100. I also found them on Etsy. Hopefully I'm still sharing. Bear with me. There I am. Right. If I go to Etsy images, Etsy, on Etsy, look at that. Here it is. Now, do not have a moan about the asking price. I just showed you sold prices. But this one is very close to what I got with the embossing on the lid. It's got the same handle, the exact same feet. They're asking £375. Either way, I know that's just an asking price. But still, a very, very nice item. In AntiquesArena, I could probably chuck it in my scrap and get my money back. But I'm thinking 175, 150, 175, perfect. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to leave it exactly as it is, original. You never know, something like that could end up in a museum, and they love the original patina. They want you want an antique to look antique. You don't want an antique to look modern. Anyway, moving from there up to Goitra, which is another car boot sale in AntiquesArena. And I had a little unpleasant moment up in Goitra where a lady came up to me and expressed her opinions of me and my channel very verbally in front of everyone. Never met the woman before in my life. And she was extremely vicious and nasty. All I can say is I pitied her. I felt sorry for her. I didn't even argue back. I just said, well, thank you. But to be that bitter and sour in your life, that you're that upset and sad in your life, that you just got to try and make other people sad and bully people, I felt sorry for her. But anyway, putting that to the side, I still carried on through the day, even though it upset me a bit. I carried on through the day, and I was there chatting away to a friend of mine, Robert, and his wife was over looking at a teapot. And I saw this at about 50 yards away. And she was about to put it back down and said, Shah, don't put it down and come in to have a look. And I believe it's a Tibetan teapot. And it's got lovely applied panels onto the brass. Nice. Yeah, I'm not even sure, is that like a Buddhist symbol or something? It's just a nice brass teapot, copper base. Is there anything on there? No, there's nothing on it. It's 20th century, but it's a really attractive brass teapot with a copper base. Indian, Tibetan, somewhere along them lines, and it cost me £10. Anyway, this one caught my eye. I I do value it at probably £30 to £40. It's a nice teapot. It's a decorative piece. It's going to go for probably £35, £40. That's what I'm probably going to pitch it. Maybe 45 and wait for an offer or wait for someone to buy it. All right, so it's a lovely teapot. It really is a good looking one, and it's not thin, flimsy brass. This is nice quality with quite thick applied brass panels. You can see just how thick it is. So it's quite nice. Anyway, whilst I was looking at this one, the lady picks up a box of copper and she's about to put it on the floor, and I said, can I have a look at that one, please? And out of it, I pulled this. Now, it's got a couple of dents, unfortunately, one by there. But being that this classed as hollowware, you could actually get something inside and push that dent out quite easily. So I'm not too disappointed with it. Beautiful design. This is pure arts and crafts. Now, this probably would have had a stand and a hook that came over and held it like so. And this is by a very, very, very big name, WAS Benson. Now, I knew it on the day. This is 3 hammer mark, British made, 3 hammers. Now, I've sold a lot of Benson arts and crafts metalware in the past, so I knew what it was as soon as I saw it. If anybody has any copper and brass and it's named or got a mark on it like a fish or the 3 hammers, if you go to a site called oldcopper.org, oldcopper.org, and then you can click on the makers. Now, this one is Benson, and here he is. W.S. Benson from 1854 to 1924, and there you can see the WASB in amongst the hammers. There you go, just there. And there's another version of it here with the British made, which is the mark I got. So everything you want to know, and he was interior designers. Where are we? Hang on. Let's read it. 1854 to 1924, Hammersmith, London. 1880 to 1920, making art, metalware for table use and oil, gas and electric lighting fittings. He was closely associated with William Morris, who started or pioneered or helped pioneer the arts and crafts movement. Benson's products were retailed through Morris & Co. For interior designers, he also had his own shop in Bond Street, London. So there you go. Now I can tell you, people are asking, with the stand, £300-400 for these. Just the teapot, they're asking £120, £150. With the dents, mine's probably going to go up for £55. No, but it was another tenner, so it's another $11. It's a beautiful thing. Pure arts and crafts, and to find them with a mark on is fabulous. I've had a few of these unmarked, and I know they're Benson, so I just buy them. But this one, to have it with the mark on, is fabulous. A lot of the time, you'll see Benson actually in writing, spelt Benson and stamped under the handle or something like that. So, but if you've got any metalware, go to oldcopper.org. It covers all over the world. Everything from WMF to Newland. It's all on there. It's a fabulous website. It's one I've used for many, many years. Okay, moving on. I also had this in, no, I had this in Tilburth yesterday, no, Saturday. And we have an absolute stormer of a watercolour. When I say stormer, I like it. It appeals to me. It's really nice. Now, what is it? I'm not 100%. Now, it's by an artist called T.R. Harvey and dated 1938. And what it appears to be is some sort of building or castle on a mound with then houses down here. Now, I have run a search. T.R. Harvey is a British artist, but there's no details about him. And he's been known to paint areas in Guernsey. Now, there is a castle on a mound in Guernsey, so I don't know if this is the one or not. More research is going to be needed. I paid £2 for it. It's an original watercolour. You know, it's 80-year-old. It's by a listed artist. So, for £2, it was a no-brainer. I've got to find out where it is first. So if anybody knows where it is, please leave a comment. Be very, very appreciative. Where should I go next? This. I bought this as a bit of fun from Rob, my friend, Sean and Rob. And what we have here is a Credit Susie 1 ounce fine gold 999 gold bullion bar. There you go. Now, you know when people go and they buy bullion by post and things, they spend a lot of money. That's what they get. They get ingots and things through the post. Now, Rob purchased this a little while ago in Madley, and he came back to the stall so excited. He said, look what I've just bought. I think he paid £2 for it or something like that. Unfortunately, I pulled a magnet out of my bag and he went and stuck to the magnet. So it is fake. However, first of all, be careful if you're buying them because they're fake. Take a magnet with you. If anybody wants you to spend real good money on something like this, I'd acid test it as well. But magnet first. Second of all, I bought it as a bit of fun for paperweight. I'm going to use that in my office as a paperweight. So it'll be an ounce gold bar sitting on my desk as a paperweight. I give him £8 for it. I'm not going to try and sell it. I'm not going to try and con anyone. I would never do that. It's just going to be a novelty paperweight now on my desk. And I intend to keep it. But yeah, be careful if you're out there. These fakes are out there. Next, I paid £100 for 3 items. So it's about $110. And I had some gold and silver for that. So we're going to start off with a pretty standard 9-carat gold twisted white gold bracelet. Very attractive little thing, but it is just a twisted, plain, no stones, 9-carat gold, white gold bracelet. So that's quite nice. And the bracelet weighs a little over 2 grams. Then I had this very fine 18-carat gold white necklace. It is fine, but it's no wafer thin, and it's quite nice. And it's a little under 1.5 grams. So I had those 2 pieces of gold, which I'll retail. Then I had this, and this is the star lot. It is a Norwegian sterling silver and enamel brooch. Look at that. It has the stag and the lake and the sunrise. Absolutely beautiful. Fully hallmarked on the back. There you go. I haven't looked to make it up yet, but fully hallmarked, sterling silver. I did look these up on the day, and people were selling them for 65 to 95, depending on who made them and the size and the condition. This one is mint. It's not as big as some, but I would still like to think online that's going to achieve about 65, 75 pounds. I paid 100 for the 3. Now, 18-carat gold is about 33, 34 pound a gram. So there's about 45, 50 pound of scrap, in the necklace. and there's about just under £40 of scrap in the bracelet. So you work it out. I may double up, but I'm going to retail them. I'm not going to scrap them. So they'll be up for more than that. But if I was to weigh these in, they're going to almost cover what I've paid for the 3, and then I'd have that. So they were okay. But the brooch is the winner. The brooch is the stunner. Really, really nice. If you see any, Swedish brooches, Scandinavian brooches, things like that, in the enamel and silver, they sell for good money. I also bought this another little turtle. They don't close quite tidy at the moment. I've got to file a bit more off it. I don't know whether it's swollen or whether it's just not been finished tidy. It's probably a more recent one that they just haven't finished off. But it's a little snuff or pillbox. And all I got to do, you see where that is there, just got to file a fraction off that corner because it's catching. You could have just twisted a bit. But I'm going to file a little off the corner, and then it'll open and close tidy. We got a little tortoise or turtle snuff box or pillbox. That was £2. Beautiful. I think it's about 15, 20 quid once I file it. Something like that. I also bought for £3 this beautiful sterling silver locket with the word mum and a rose, and the rose has been gold plated. So that's nice. They don't sell for fortunes. They're like 15 quid, something like that. But I only paid 3 quid for it. So that's absolutely fine. I also paid £3 for a Scottish Miracle agate brooch. So it's a little, Miracle is the company, the make. So, but yeah, beautiful Scottish brooch there with little agates in them. With that £3 come a little nothing period silver earrings. They're neither here nor there. And I also bought for £2 a silver and enamel bracelet. But this bracelet is double-sided. Hang on. Both sides are enameled, so that's nice. Normally it's just one side. It's only stamped 925, unfortunately, what I can see. But a beautiful enamel, silver enamel bracelet for 2 quid. And again, it should be like 20 quid. Remember, if you like my videos, please like, share, and comment. It means the world to me, really does. And it's a free way you can help support the channel. What's next? I got a couple more things. This come in from Tirabirth. We have a Harvard Grange lucite paperweight with a rose. Not the best picture, unfortunately, because of the reflection outside. And this one is 1992, I think it is. Yeah, 1992, looking at that. There's the Harvard Grange rose there. But a beautiful thing. Let me see if I can cover that. No. Yeah, you have to just put up with the reflection, unfortunately. There you go. That's a bit better. Yeah? Okay, love, 2 minutes. So, 50p, 15, 20 quid. No problem at all. My final piece for today's video is this antique copper riveted brass and iron Swordsman. It came in for £2, and I thought, well, I can melt it for £3, £4. So I thought, well, but I'm going to try and retail it first. I think an old brass saucepan like that, use them for jam and things like that. That should be a £15, £20 saucepan. No problem at all. It's got the old copper rivets there. It's just a nice pan. And in good condition. So I would think 15, 20 quid comfortably on that. And that is it. I have to go, as you heard my partner calling me. We got to go and get the baby from school. Did you enjoy it? Did you have a favourite? Did you have a comment on this? We think there's a mirror there and then reflector, but we'll have a look. So, if you like them, please like, share, comment. If you want to support the channel, links in the description. And check out the website. Some beautiful, fabulous stuff. Buy this type of stuff all the time. Weird, wonderful, and amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.